Oye, es mi amigo de Pichilemu, José Araño,
José Araña, sí.
el jefe de Pichilemu. Y muchas gracias por invitarme en tu
Cuando
casa.
quieras. Mi casa es tu casa, amigo.
Ah, gracias. And he is showing me the terremoto. If you look, these lines is from the water after the earthquake. A small tsunami. Yeah, the sea is that way, El Mar, and it came all the way up, and this is the level of the water that it reached. And luckily, la casa de José está bien.
Sí.
Está bien, because it was
Sí.
up the hill.
Sí.
Sí. Muy interesante, ¿no?
Mucho. Sí.
Yeah, I just want to show you guys some more of the earthquake damage here in Pichilemu. A lot of these structures that are built here have adobe in the construction. So inside the walls are the wood support beams, and then it's all got adobe inside, and then, you know, plaster and rock on the outside. So what actually happened is a lot of the just the outside would crumble down, exposing the adobe. And like in Jose's home, as long as the wood structure was okay inside, you know, he said he could just patch everything else up, so it's not too bad. But a lot of the other structures around here are just completely crumbled. And I just want to show you another one that's part of this church near his home that just completely just came down. So they're going to have to rebuild this whole thing. So here's the structure that I'm talking about. Just the whole front wall, this whole side, the front part is just completely crumbled down. So his home was actually used as a center for where they would gather all the building materials to build emergency structures for people. So he's pretty heavily involved in the recovery efforts after the earthquake. And even some of the couch surfers that stayed with him, you know, pitched in. I read in the Chilean newspaper when I was in Santiago that a lot of the foreigners and tourists that just happened to be here during the earthquake, everyone just all pitched in. So, you know, it was really good for everyone just to come together in a terrible time. I talked to Paula on the bus, and she said 2 people died here in Pichilemu. I think including 2 children in another nearby area. But most of the deaths that we've been hearing about happened further south near the epicenter in Concepcion. So this area was you know, spared pretty well, fortunately. Okay, well, I'm gonna go into this market and find some fruit. I've been eating way too much meat, so I should probably stock up on some nice fresh vegetables and fruit. And right across from the market, I'm back home. Jose Araños. Yeah, I just want to show you guys some more of the damage. This is that giant antenna for the TV station. And here's a big crack in the wall. The one that he and I were joking about being the new ventilation system for my room. Funny guy. And we still have all this wood supplies in the front here that was used for the emergency buildings and the recovery efforts after the quake. Hey, it's my second day of surfing, and just got done with my lessons with Nacho from Lobos de Pacifico. Just the best surf instructor and surf school here in Pichilemu. So I'm on my way back to find some lunch, but I just wanted to show you guys one of these houses where you can see the earthquake damage. So besides the damage from the quake, you know, you see all this debris here because beach cities, they had a tsunami that came in as a result of the quakes. Hey, I just wanted to show you the back of the same church that I taken pictures of and taken some video earlier. I didn't even notice this whole back side until Jose showed me last night. I mean, this whole church has just been gutted, and you know, they put up a temporary worship area over there. But this church is the biggest one in Pichilemu. It's the mainstay of the town. I mean, Jose says to see this church where so many families have grown up in this church, it's a really sad thing to see. So, you know, hopefully they will rebuild this church back even better than it was before. And right across from the church is another home that's just fallen apart from the quake, and they're in the process of tearing it down. So, you know, out of tragedy like this, just like what happened in Hurricane Katrina, what happened in Florida with Hurricane Charlie, where my brothers and I had bought some property, you know, the resilience of the people, it always comes back, and the community, you know, gets together to overcome tragedies like this, and comes back even stronger. So, you know, I look forward to coming back here to Pichilemu maybe a year from now and seeing how things have changed and improved for everyone.